ora Rotorua, ahead in tonight's bulletin. Nominations can be made online for the second annual Te Arawa Awards. The famous Waikiki Geyser is showing signs of rejuvenation after 43 years of very little activity. And 600 local school children have been getting a taste of the Olympics at the Energy Event Centre. Those stories and more coming up next on City News. Nominations are open for the second annual Te Arawa Awards. Laurie Watt from Te Papa Takarua o Te Arawa says the awards recognise an outstanding contribution by individuals and teams to the wider community. And she says this year whānau can go online to register nominations.
Nominations are now open for the Te Arawa Awards, and we have a new process this year. We have an online process, which is really exciting, and I know our whānau is really going to enjoy that. They can either go onto our Facebook, and the link will be there, or go onto our website, which is papatakaro.org.nz, and they'll be able to find the nomination form there.
And when do the nominations close?
They close on the 31st of August this year, so I encourage you, whānau, to get on there, have a look at it, and put those nominations through. They are now open.
Nominations for the 2012 Te Arawa Awards close on the 31st of August, with the awards night on Friday the 12th of October. The famous Waikiki Geyser is showing signs of rejuvenation after 43 years of very little activity. Waikiki was once the crown jewel of geysers at Whakarewarewa geothermal area, but it has not produced a significant steam eruption since 1969. In the first half of last century, Waikiki was known for its spectacular displays, with its hot water eruptions sometimes reaching 20 metres in height. Scientists say tests from the Waikiki and surrounding Whakarewarewa area carried out over the past year indicate it may be returning to its former magnificence. Scientists from GNS also said an increase in geothermal water coming into the throat of the geyser over the past year was a promising sign. And the Geyser Community Foundation is calling for applications for funding from community groups located in the Rotorua and Taupo districts. Executive Officer Annette Burgess says the foundation is seeking funding applications on behalf of the Tyndall Foundation in supporting families and social services program area. Mrs Burgess says this year 2 new scholarships have come on stream.
This is a really exciting area for Geyser. We've got all these scholarships have been set up by donors, and last year we had 3, this year we've got 5, and next year we'll have 6 available. And the closing date for all of those scholarships, more or less, is the 30th of September this year.
Further details and preliminary application forms are available from geysercf.org.nz. Te Arawa Lakes Trust Chairman Toby Curtis says Māori are waiting patiently for a rugby field-sized floating wetland planned for Lake Rotorua to be completed. The $900,000 project is a joint initiative between the Lakes Trust, Rotorua District Council and Bay of Plenty Regional Council. Mr Curtis expects the wetland, which is to be made of more than 500,000 plastic soft drink bottles and 20,000 native plants, to remove 4 tonnes of nitrogen and a tonne of phosphorus from the lake each year. When complete, the wetland will be anchored offshore from Rotorua International Airport. And in sport tonight, 600 local school children have been getting a taste of the Olympics at the Energy Event Centre. For the last 2 days, the children have been treated to the Samsung Experience, a mobile Olympic museum full of interactive displays and activities. Organiser Ariki Tibble says the children have also been able to learn and play different sports associated with the Olympics.
Well, we've called this the London Olympic Experience, and it's an opportunity for 600 children to come and participate in 2 days of Olympic activities. So we have 5 activities taking place. An Olympic truck provided by Samsung and the International Olympic Committee. We've also got volleyball taking place in the Sports Drome, being hosted by Rota Vegas Volleyball and Bay of Plenty Volleyball. In here behind us we have gym sports hosted by Mid-Island Gymnastics. In the hall next door we have football hosted by Waikato Bay of Plenty Football, and down the end of the large gym we have athletics, Lake City Athletics Club taking athletics as well. So it's a real collaborative opportunity for children to really get involved in sport.
To your weather now, Rotorua, brought to you by Trevor Robson Signs and Graphics Limited. Tonight, occasional showers, clearing in the evening. Southeasterlies with an overnight low of 8. Tomorrow, Thursday, increasing fine spells with southeasterlies easing. A high of 14 and a low of 2. The outlook for Friday, mainly fine with morning frost, light winds with a high of 11 and a low of 3. Marine forecast for Lake Rotorua, easing to southeast 10 knots in the evening. Waves easing below half a metre and fine spells increasing. Don't forget, for program listings and other info, check out our website at tvrotorua.co.nz. And hey, while you're there, go and find out what's happening in our city. Click on upcoming events. Still to come in tonight's program, Alan Solomon is at the John Paul College to meet students taking part in the Young Enterprise Scheme. Laurie Watts has information about the 2012 Te Arawa Awards, and I talk with Dr. Kate Mills about fighting the flu.